This 500-year-old painting is more than just a work of art. It unravels one of the most important stories ever told, the Tower of Babel. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary depiction of a biblical scene, but the deeper you look, the more its hidden details reveal why this great tower was doomed to fail. Join us as we explore the mind of the mysterious painter, Pieter Bruegel the Elder, and the timeless lessons he embedded into this masterpiece. Bruegel's painting draws inspiration from one of the Bible's most enduring stories. After the flood, humanity, united by a single language, decides to build a tower tall enough to reach the heavens. But their ambition is cut short when God confounds their language, making them unintelligible to one another. Work halts, and they are scattered across the earth. Pieter Bruegel's fascination with this story was clear, but what makes his version so unique? Why was the Tower of Babel destined to fail? To understand, we must look closer. Bruegel painted his Tower of Babel during a period of rapid growth in Antwerp, a 16th-century Flemish city transforming into a global trading hub. As the city swelled with wealth and influence, it's likely Bruegel saw reflections of Babylon in his own world, where hubris and ambition ran rampant. In Bruegel's masterpiece, we see hundreds of workers, cutting stones and hoisting them ever higher with treadwheel cranes. They seem busy and determined, but subtle signs in the painting show us everything is about to go wrong. Take a closer look at the tower. Notice how it leans, as if it's already collapsing while being built. The builders are so absorbed in their task that they fail to notice the looming disaster. Even though the tower soars above the clouds, the foundations at the base are unfinished. It's an omen. This is a structure built on unstable ground, destined to fall. Bruegel's depiction of the tower also echoes the architecture of Rome's Colosseum. In Bruegel's time, the once great Colosseum was crumbling and overgrown with weeds, a symbol of Rome's fall from grandeur. The connection between Babylon and Rome wasn't accidental. Both were empires consumed by their own size and power, growing too large, too complex, and too focused on hollow ambition. And, like the Tower of Babel, Rome's glory was doomed to crumble. But what was the true cause of the tower's downfall? In the foreground of Bruegel's painting, we see the tower's commissioner, King Nimrod. According to the historian Flavius Josephus, it was Nimrod, a tyrannical king, who ordered the tower's construction. Look closely. The stonemasons are kneeling before him, not in the traditional way of pledging loyalty, but in reverence, as if worshipping a god. Here lies the crux of the problem. Bruegel makes it clear. The issue isn't just human pride in building too high, but that they've turned their ambition into idol worship. Nimrod is being treated like a deity, and this misplaced reverence leads to the collapse of the tower, and, eventually, their civilization. Bruegel's painting tells a deeper story about man's attempt to reach heaven on his own terms. They weren't just building a tower, they were trying to build utopia, to create perfection, to reach heaven without God's help. The bigger and more complex their system became, the more it replaced the transcendent, until even their king was worshipped as a god. But no matter how much they worked, how many people they controlled, or how grand their vision, their attempt was bound to fail. Bruegel's painting shows us that even the most ambitious efforts by man, driven by pride and the desire for control, will always crumble when they are built without God. The Tower of Babel is not just a story of human ambition gone wrong, it's a lesson about the limits of human power. Bruegel's masterpiece captures this perfectly. A tower built on unstable ground, driven by pride, and destined to collapse. His painting reminds us that no civilization can thrive without a strong foundation, and no utopia can be created by man alone. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the story and art of the Tower of Babel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into art, history, and timeless lessons from the past.